Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the daily message brought to you by Unity Clear Lake Center in Lower Lake, California. Yesterday, I shared with you the Edgar Cayce views on oneness. Cayce described it as something bigger than simple oneness. He described it as a wholeness that no one can get beyond. It's infinite and it's universal. Today I would like to share with you something that Roger Gabriel, the Chief Meditation Officer for the Deepak Chopra Center, wrote. He said, "Everything in the universe is connected. We are all one, but our daily habits can separate us from oneness." He shared with us some steps to achieve this oneness. He wrote, "Imagine you're the whole universe. You live in total joy and bliss. And imagine there is no past or future, only now. Imagine there is no space or time, just an unbounded eternity. Imagine endless peace and harmony, and unconditional love. Imagine no fear and equality in all things. This is oneness. Unfortunately, we can never imagine it fully. To understand or experience anything, we need to compare it to something else, which immediately brings us into duality. Oneness, by definition, is incomparable. So, is it ever possible to know oneness? And he writes, yes, but only by direct experience, when we go beyond the mind, intellect, and ego. Oneness is the coming together of all opposites. It's always with us as the basis and underlying essence of everything. He writes that it's nothing in itself, but holds the potential for everything. We have to go beyond the senses, beyond duality, to find oneness. We've all had random, unexpected glimpses of oneness. Perhaps you were watching a beautiful sunset and had that moment when you felt like you merged with all of creation, or saw your newborn child for the first time and fell in love with the whole world. We even have expressions of these glimpses. We say, "It took my breath away," or "time stood still." This is our connection with oneness. We became one with the totality of the experience. When we return from the moment of oneness, we find it impossible to properly express it. It just was. There are no words to describe oneness. In Vedanta, it's simply referred to as tat, which means that. We can also have direct experience of oneness through meditation, which provides a systematic path by which our awareness settles to quieter levels of thinking until we finally transcend thought completely. All duality is in the realm of thoughts. And when we slip into the spaces between our thoughts, we become oneness. Oneness isn't just experiencing something, it's a state of being. Deepak Chopra has told us that every single thing is an aspect of one field of consciousness. Chopra has also said, "The whole never loses contact with its parts. They are never lost or forgotten." So, modern quantum physics talks about a unified field, which underlies and connects everything in creation. Who we are is pure consciousness or oneness, expressing itself in different forms at different times in our evolution. Pure consciousness, which is eternal and timeless, is the oneness. We are the separation or the duality. Chopra also said, the origin of life forms is the definition of pure consciousness into multiple forms of life, expressed as individual instances of subjective conscious experience which create the relative world. John Lennon simplified oneness as, I am he, as you are he, as you are me, and we are all together. Author Damian Mark Smith says, we're one. We've always been one. We'll always be one until we think we are not. And that right there is where our challenge lies. We are one, but we think we are separate. We have forgotten our oneness. So as a result of forgetting, we create an illusory world of duality which leads to suffering. All disagreements, conflicts, and wars are due to the mistaken belief that we are separate. When we realize we are one, who or what is there to fight against? On a cosmic level, two people fighting is as ridiculous as if your hands decided they didn't like each other and started fighting. So are we then doomed to a life of separation, where oneness always remains an elusive dream? Not necessarily. Vedanta and its great teachers have illumined a path that guides us to the place where it is possible to live fully in this relative world, with full remembrance of oneness. Vedanta gives us a vision of 200% of life. So here are a few suggestions that were written to take you into the right direction. First of all is community. Being part of our harmonious community helps to foster the principles of oneness. Community supports us on our own journey and allows us the opportunity to serve others. Community helps us to open up to new and different ideas and to begin to dissolve our barriers and limiting beliefs. Community can connect us with a sense of oneness. And of course, there's always meditation. Meditation can give us a direct exposure to the oneness deep within. When we transcend thought, we enter a field of pure awareness, the non-local ground state of existence. By making this journey back and forth from local to non-local awareness, as Chopra says, we begin to witness the state of oneness along with our waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states of awareness. So this opens the door to higher states of consciousness and the full reintegration of oneness in our lives. And then we have conscious actions. Begin to be more conscious of everything in your life. Be conscious of your thoughts, emotions, and how you react to situations and people in your life. Try to be conscious of your choices. Being conscious of how your actions affect your life and of those around you can help to create a sense of belonging, a sense of being part of something greater than just your own ideas. And of course, see your own oneness. When you stand in front of a mirror, pause for a moment and look directly into your own eyes. Say silently or aloud, I am the universe. Or you could say, I am totality. This is your soul reflecting back into itself and reminding itself of its oneness. Chopra says to practice this at least once a day or whenever you catch your reflection in a mirror. And of course, we can always see oneness in everything. The Bhagavad Gita states, if you can see God, the oneness in everyone, you can never do harm to anyone. Wherever you go, whatever you experience through your senses, keep reminding yourself that it is all part of the same oneness, and begin to recognize the world as a reflection of yourself. And of course, then he writes, Namaste. The Indian blessing, Namaste, is accompanied by bringing the palms together in front of the heart center when meeting or taking leave of someone. It means, I recognize the divinity in you, which is also the divinity in me. In other words, we are the same oneness. And he writes that if it's not comfortable to say it aloud, think it silently every time you meet someone. And then the sound of Om. Oneness is the potential for all sounds, but is itself silent. In every moment of experience, the whole of creation is constantly emerging from the silence of oneness. The first sound or vibration emerging from the silence is Om. This vibration then expands into all the sounds and vibrations of the universe. When we chant Om, it draws our awareness back to the dawn of creation and into oneness. And finally, love. Love is the greatest, most powerful, unifying force in creation. When we are in love, we become one with the object of our love. These inspirational quotes that tell the story of the relationship between love and oneness. The Sufi poet Rumi wrote, "The lover asked his beloved, 'Do you love yourself more than you love me?' The beloved replied, 'I have died to myself, but I live for thee.'" Ram Dass said that oneness is the source of love. Real love is the one celebrating itself as two. The Vedanta says, it is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. It is all-powerful, all-pervasive. It pervades, permeates, and penetrates all things and all hearts. Live your life from love, recognizing that you are the universe. Be the oneness, and everything will be yours. My hope is that this message today might assist you in finding your own oneness with all things, all people, and most especially oneness with the source of all. Many blessings and much love, everyone. Until tomorrow, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Namaste.